Hey guys, this is CodeFights Arcade, problem number 20, array maximal adjacent difference. So, given an array of integers, find the maximal absolute difference between any two of its adjacent elements. Straightforward one again. So, we are looking for the biggest difference between any two numbers in this array. So when we're looking for a max, let's do like a counter variable, say let max equal to 0. And then we're going to use the map function that's on array.prototype because we want to map over every item in this input array and check to see what the difference is between that item and the one adjacent to it. And then if it's the biggest difference we've seen so far, we're going to turn that into max, and then we'll return that max. Really straightforward. So we're going to say input array dot map. And our map function always takes 3 arguments. It's the current value we're operating on, the index of the current value we're operating on, and the array we're operating on. So we can reference to that. And we'll use a fat arrow function. And we'll say, let's define a variable for our difference. So let's say let diff equal. So we want to take x as our current value we're looking at in the array, and we want to find the difference between the next value over is going to be array at I is going to be the current value, so array at I plus 1, that's the next value, the adjacent value to x. And we want that difference, but we're going to use, we have to do one more thing here. Let's say that this x right here, that's 3, and the next adjacent item is 10, so that's going to come out to -7, but we just want the difference. We want the total difference between the two. So if we use Math.abs, that's the absolute value of this number. Whether it's positive or negative, it's going to make it into a positive value. It's perfect. That's exactly what we need right here. So let's define our diff variable as this. And then all we have to say is if diff is greater than our max, max is going to be equal to that diff. So what's going on here is as we're looping through or we're mapping over this array for every time, so for this array over here, our x is 2, and then we're going to measure the difference between these two. So 2 minus 4, -2. We're going to do the math absolute on that, so that's just going to come to 2. And then down here, so our diff is 2, and 2 is greater than our current max of 0. So we're going to set our max equal to 2. And then as we keep going, our next one in the array is 4. And so we're going to say 4 is our x here. Array at I plus 1, that's the next adjacent item, that's 1. So we're going to say 4 minus 1, that's 3. And so our current max is 2. If diff is 3 is greater than 2, which it is, we're going to set the max to 3. And we're going to go through the whole array like that, and we're going to end up with our max being our biggest difference between the two. So all that we have to do at the end is return our max to run our test. And there we go. All our tests look like they're passing. Pretty straightforward. Using a counter variable like this is a common pattern we'll see anytime we're trying to find a maximum value, a minimal value like this, and then looping over and setting our max equal to the result we get as we're looping through our function. So there you go. Thanks for watching.